Oh, we're back here on the show. Are we back? Okay, good. We're back here on the show, and there's the little promo video for Play4Purpose, and we have Rosanne Howell here and Michelle Mondesir.
Hello, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
And I think it's just kind of a interesting, not a coincidence, but here we've had the tragic shooting this week here in Toronto, and you guys are putting this event together that's supposed to deal with the youth violence, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about let's talk about the whole issue. And first of all, how did you guys? Well, why were you interested in putting this together?
Well, was it last August? I was asked to go down to Toledo, Ohio, and do a show to stop youth violence in Toledo. So we did a little benefit concert there, and
Are you a performer, Rosanne?
yes.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I'm a
okay.
performer, and so is
Michelle is
Michelle.
okay. Okay.
Yes. So I did one down there, and we cultivated relationships, and they said we want to do one in Toronto for the same thing. Come on, put it together, do it. And so I teamed up with Michelle, and we've been a great team. And we're starting to put one up here. We're raising money for
Redemption Reintegration Services, which
Yes.
is
Redemption.
Reintegration Services.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Basically, what they do is they reintegrate youth that have been in the criminal justice system back into society by providing them education, work, housing.
And who's doing that? Is it who's raising that money, or what organization is
The organization
doing that?
is Redemption Reintegration Services.
So is this a
Okay.
non-profit? Is this
They are
government
nonprofit.
funded? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
They're not. Yeah, it just.
They're
you know,
private. I believe they're privately funded. Do you remember the company? that
Yeah,
they're funded?
the Youth Challenge has funded them,
Okay.
and also I mean they work with the Toronto District School Board, and they have a really great program and really great
Wow,
people.
I've
But
never heard of this program.
It sounds like just for the fact you have to raise money for it means that they don't have enough money.
Yeah.
That's
which
right.
means
Good
that they're not
They're not-
serving everybody who needs that kind of
right.
service,
That's
right?
right.
Which is kind of tragic.
Yeah.
They're growing. They have an office in Scarborough and an office in the West End. So they're
Have you guys
growing.
thought about talking to Rob Ford this week? Because you know he's in the press a lot.
That's a
because
good
of-
idea. We haven't thought of that actually.
You know,
Maybe the
Well,
timing.
because he's saying, jobs,
Yeah.
like, and people are advocating for kind of funding to do this, not just reintegration, but programs for youth, well, let's talk about some of the core causes of this. Now, you were down in Toledo,
yes.
and are they the same kind of causes down there, or that they are here, or what do
Well-
why do we have this problem?
Well, I find in the northern states, especially now, I mean, it's so close to the Motor City, they're in really bad shape right now. So I think a lot of it is economic pressure, and the youth.
Economic?
Economic pressure. So the youth are looking for ways.
They got to do something,
to
right?
have an opportunity.
To put
So
food
they're
in their
creating
mouth,
their own
even,
opportunity.
at the
Yeah,
very
exactly.
least, right?
Yeah, what's going to happen tomorrow? Is there a future?
Yeah. And sometimes it's a lack of mentorship as well. These are kids that are either single parent families or come from single parent families or are adopted, or they're
So there's
Just bounce
economic
around in the
issues,
system.
there's social issues,
Yep.
right? I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I was watching a couple of videos about, we know what Detroit is like. The city is just falling apart. It's dying. It's a,
gonna be a
and
ghost
it's not the
town.
only one. Gary, Indiana, Toledo. The Rust Belt, right?
Well, the show I did in Toledo was a beautiful venue, and right next door are boarded up buildings.
Oh, isn't
Nobody's
that,
in them.
Isn't that telling?
It's so
Wow.
out of a video game.
But the same thing is happening here in Canada, and
It is,
we're
yeah,
not.
starting.
The Harper government and the governments that have pursued. I'm blaming them a little bit because they've and God knows how many administrations in the states have presided over the slow destruction of the manufacturing base of North America, right? And look at Hamilton, Stelco's closed. Look at Ajax. I hear that where people used to have jobs, these places are now closing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the work's being moved to China, to Mexico, to not here,
exactly.
right?
So the program or the organization, what's it called?
Redemption Reintegration Services.
Redemption Reintegration Services. How long have they been around, and do they have a success rate? Do they track success? Do you know how long they've been around?
I don't know how long they've been around. They originally started as a youth-led organization, and that's what the Youth Challenge funds. And they are achieving success. I think so. I mean, you see some really great youth in their centers, and they've been helping out organizing this event. And
so that was my next question. Have you worked with some of them?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And so you're seeing results. So this does work.
Yes.
The reason I'm asking this question is because, you know, if it does work, the timing is perfect to kind of expand on this. And I mean, if you already have a results proven method that you can take wider scale, we should be doing it. You know, and because instead of spending it all in police forces after the fact, you know, and the crime, and after the fact, after the people are dead, after the trauma, the community has been traumatized, let's do it before. Spend the money on proactive before this happens, right? And if you already have some sort of track record, then you know, what are we waiting for?
Exactly. And that's the sad part, the fact that we have to wait till, it seems like that's always the case, we wait till something tragic happens before we actually do something about it, and that's part of the reason we wanted to do this. We want to make sure that we're being proactive instead of reactive, you know.
Give awareness, you know, and like, I mean, I think, I'm not sure, but I think Rob Ford made a statement saying he doesn't want anyone who's using guns to be in the city of Toronto. But most of these youth have been involved and are learning. It's a learning thing for them, and it's way different reality for them in the first place. And now that things are actually being acknowledged and addressed, things are changing. Things are growing. And it just reminds me of how similar the issues that these youth deal with any youth in care. Part of another thing that we're showing off with Play4Purpose are the efforts of Our Voice, Our Turn, which is the youth leaving care hearings that they had here in Ontario, in Queen's Park, in November.
What is that? The what?
The youth leaving care hearings.
Youth
leaving any kind of child welfare system.
Oh, okay. Youth leaving the care system.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
They leave too early. They age at around 18 to 20 something, but it's very young, and they don't have a lot of support.
Oh, this is like for Children's Aid, for example?
Yeah,
and they leave Children's Aid, but they're on their own at the age of 18 or...
Yes.
Yeah.
So
is there any gradual program to like gradually integrate them to be on their own?
This is one of the recommendations. We had hearings, the youth led hearings for 2 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
They assembled a report. They presented to the Minister of Children and Youth Services, and he's accepted responsibility for it. And now changes in progress.
So are they making policy changes?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they're working together because now that the youth have told everybody what the issues are, they're being addressed. So, and I'm
so they're finding their voice.
Yeah. To me, they're so similar.
Wow, that's
with the issues that they're dealing with, and they almost kind of end up working.
They almost like
they intersect somehow.
They intersect each other, and it's like when they come out of once they age out of the system, then you have RRS who kind of picks up and says, "Okay, we're gonna continue with this work and help you."
That's amazing.
So, if they go to crime, which is the statistic.
Do we know what that statistic is?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
It's in the report, though.
All right. So we're raising money for RRS, the Redemption Reintegration Services, and also for...
No, we're not raising money. We're just showing off the success of Our Voice, Our Turn.
Now, are there other programs that you are showcasing?
Those are it for now.
Okay.
That's it for now. It's a tall order.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing for this event? Are you doing anything in light of what happened? Are you doing anything with that community, inviting them out, or making any kind of special, reaching out to that community?
Well, we're in talks about it. It's still pretty recent, so and it's a new development.
And you don't have a lot.
But we are in talks about hopefully going out to that community and maybe having volunteers of the youth of RRS to come out with us and help promote the event and bring more awareness.
Bring some news there. Bring some news. Like bring global or CTV or or us. there.
you guys.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, when is the event?
The event is August 10th.
Okay.
It's at 9 p.m. or doors open at 9 p.m. Sorry. It is at the Opera House. We have 5 American artists coming up to show their support.
So
Wow,
who have you got
that's
coming up?
great.
Let's name
We've
the
got,
artists here.
Jabril Serapis Bey. We've got Crito. We've got Di, also known as Daniel Isaac. Who else we got?
We have Mike Rome.
We have, I can't believe I
Of
almost forgot
course,
Mike Rome.
Mike Rome.
And we have
Abyss Music Group.
Yes, Abyss Music Group.
And what kind of
is
music
gonna
is it?
represent.
Is it a bunch of different kinds?
It's mostly urban music, so
Okay.
hip hop, R&B,
okay.
Soul music, that kind
Nice.
of stuff. Yeah,
Very
a little
nice.
bit of a mixture.
No,
Opera House is a nice.
It's a great venue.
It's a great
Yeah.
venue.
Did you bring a CD? Is there a track that we could play at the end of the interview just to give people a sample
you
of
wanna-
something?
Do you want to?
Do you want to premiere our collaboration?
Actually,
Who, you guys?
Yeah, we
guys
We did
collab
one with Mike Rome.
with Mike Rome.
Okay.
In the States, so the
Yeah.
Canadian American.
Premiere.
Nice.
We'll give
We
you
could
that.
do
Okay,
that.
you want to hand me the CD and tell me what
Actually,
track it
It's
is,
on
and
this
then.
little tiny little USB key.
Uh-oh.
It's also on a CD. Don't worry.
Is
The
it?
CD is over there though.
Oh.
I have
Here,
to
let me
get up
see.
and get it.
What's the best way to do this, Steve? Is there a YouTube video?
Is it? No.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
Not yet,
it's
that's
just
coming.
audio. 'Cause
Oh, okay. Well,
That's coming.
where's the CD?
Do you want to get? Want me to get up and
I
get the
can get it.
CD?
No, just tell me where it is.
It's in that bag, wait in that corner, that grocery bag. Yep.
Okay, well, we're gonna see if they
Groceries.
can get that.
Keeping
And
it real.
what track number is it?
It's there's 2 CDs in there.
Is that one? What's the song
Okay,
called? It's labeled.
So if you open it, this disc is called Play4Purpose on it. You'll see it, and it's the very last one.
Last track.
Number 11.
Awesome. Okay, so they're gonna get that ready. So
called-
we're looking forward to that.
Yay.
Wow, that's amazing. And thank you to
just
the
finished it.
American artists. And they're coming from, are they from
Most of them are from Toledo. I have
Okay.
some people coming up from Atlanta.
Nice.
We also have a great
Nice.
Canadian lineup.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
The Canadian
mention
lineup.
those
Of
guys.
course.
We
Sorry,
have
guys.
a mystery headliner. We have
Oh,
another
come on.
headline. A mystery.
No.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
that
It's a
you and your
mystery.
band? Band, is that your band, Hugh?
How it?
He's gonna rap for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have Ray Robinson, well-known R&B singer here in Toronto.
Excellent.
Rosanne will be performing. I'll be performing. We
Wow.
have D vocals. We
And are you
have,
going to do your songs together too? Your
Yes,
song?
we're actually going to do our collab.
Like, are you guys hip hop artists?
I'm a R&B soul singer.
Okay.
I'm a singer,
singer as
songwriter,
well.
and producer, and I work a lot in hip hop, but I will not rap.
Why not?
Cause I'm not
It
good
just
at it.
doesn't work. I get
I'm
it.
a singer.
I know.
You know, they try to get me to do it. I'm like, oh, guys.
Well, you got to
please."
write it too, right? You got to have the. You got to
Yeah,
write
it's
it
a-
first,
you know what?
right?
It's a real art
Could
form.
write- you know, one of the songs I did was a hybrid. So
Yeah.
it's like a rap, but I'm singing it.
Uh huh.
I'm singing the rap.
Is that the closest you're
That's
going to
as
get?
far as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, though, for saying, you know what? I can't do it.
You guys are good. Let's leave it at that.
You're being like the karaoke rapper, right?
Oh,
you know how
man.
people love to go to karaoke to see the
Karaoke
people
rap.
not do well, right? You don't want a good person doing karaoke. They get it's boring, right?
Yeah.
It's the guys who try to reach those notes and you can just hear the walls crumbling, right?
I've never heard of a karaoke rapper. That I've
No?
got to see. That's funny.
That would be good. That would be good.
So
I'd do it.
how much are the tickets?
The tickets in advance are general admission are $15.
Okay.
VIP is $45. At the door, prices go up. $20 for general and $60 for VIP.
So what does
Okay,
VIP get
yeah.
VIP includes food.
Uh huh.
It includes non-alcoholic beverages. It includes seating. It's balcony view.
you? Nice.
What kind of food do you get for
Less. We're
Like
still
finger
working out the
foods?
that?
details.
Do they? Do
Finger
they?
food,
I didn't know
no.
they had food at the Opera
Well,
House.
They do now.
One I can mention that we're going to have for food is this place called Just Soups, and it's West Indian soups. Oh,
Wow.
Really?
like home cooking soups. So it's
Wow.
beautiful.
Is bread extra? Like $3?
No. No. No.
it's,
No, so for you.
oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, took
want
me a
bread?
minute.
$3.
Next.
It sounds amazing. So, okay, so where is this money going then? I know it's about just getting it out there. It's not really to raise money, but what are you doing with the money?
We're
we are
raising money for
our
redemption, reintegration
Oh,
services.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay,
It's
okay.
going to them.
Okay, let's talk about we have a little bit of time left, but let's and you've got you've got a constituency of people that you're working with, people with RRS and the other organizations, and people that are just generally interested in solving the problem of youth violence. But what do you think? What do you guys think, really? Looking at the big picture, what is the answer to the problem? Because I'm concerned. I think we've got a real problem in Toronto. I think we're seeing an escalating of the murder rate in Toronto. I heard a statistic that in Chicago, for example, youth violence, gang violence is like 34% higher this year than last year. You know, like, what is the real solutions at a macro level?
Honestly, I think a big part of it is just getting, one, mentoring for sure. I think that's a big deal. The youth need to be mentored and shown that they don't have to go that path. That's very important. Also, not having accessibility to weapons.
To what?
Weapons.
So it's so easy to get guns across the border.
It's so easy for them to...
How do you do that? How do you...
Greater security
how
at
do
the
you
border,
solve that
right?
issue?
Something as simple as not making... Well, you're saying the border, which is a totally different circumstance, but just not making, like, bullets as easily accessible.
Like manufacturing,
you could
right down to
go
manufacturing level.
just buy bullets. It's not hard. You don't need to be, a registered gun user to be able to purchase the ammunition. Like something as simple as that would change a lot.
But I mean, and that's a really good point. But how did these guns come across? Like,
well, that is a bigger question.
And it seems it's getting easier and easier because.
But another thing that might we need to deter youth from going that route anyway, is give them opportunities
and purpose.
And listen to them. Like part of the success of the youth hearings where they were actually listened to and taken into consideration, and they were equal playing field.
So they felt they were valuable.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were equally talking to anyone who was older or younger than them. And so if we give these opportunities and listen and have faith in our youth who have so much potential, they probably won't even think about all that other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
And spread awareness of all the positive stuff that is actually happening. I think that will help too.
That's a really good point, because I think the whole gun thing and the violence thing is not a first resort. That's a last resort.
Yes.
If given another resort, they would opt for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so. I think it's a really good point.
I think so.
And is that what the redemption and reintegration program or services focuses on?
Yeah, and they do it in a family. Like, it's like a family setting, so everybody's comfortable. And
so they have centers? Is that how that works?
They have two centers.
Two centers, okay.
One in the West End and one in the East End of Toronto.
Now, what about beyond Toronto? Because, I think youth are facing similar issues, maybe not identical, but, we know what's happening in Toledo, in the States, other places.
And even north.
Yeah,
north here, and I know there's a long way to go. And so there's room to grow still.
And lots of room to grow.
Okay.
Wow,
all right.
Sounds
well,
amazing. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you very much.
It's a labor of love. We love doing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so August 10th, it's coming up at the Opera House. Now, is there a website where people can go?
www.play4purpose.ca.
And they can order tickets and all that kind of stuff?
Yep, they can do everything there. Find out more information, donate if they'd like.
If they can't attend, you can donate.
Awesome.
Now, also, who is a part of these programs? Like, what if some kids are just not happy? How do kids get involved in this program? Is it just people who are coming out of jail? Or?
Yeah, I think it's linked to that. It's a service specifically for them, but there are
many organizations.
There are all kinds of organizations that are for youth in other situations. You don't have to have a compromise to get involved. I can't list them here, but
Well, it sounds like this is what you guys are doing here. Is it's
a second chance.
This is the kind of thing, though, that there should be an ongoing effort to not only raise awareness, but for to set up a system of some sort where people can take action, even if the government's not taking action. Like it looks like. We're going to have to figure out how to do it ourselves, right? And
it really should be a community thing. We should all get involved in some way, shape, or form. If we all did a little bit, it would go a long way.
All right.
Yeah,
well, listen,
Wow,
if we
thank you.
got the website and people can get in touch with you, and maybe somebody's got a great idea and they want to work with you to keep things improving in the long run and just get more
and spreading
attention on
more
the issue.
centers, because
Yeah.
I think that's really crucial too, especially to your point, Michelle, about communities.
Yeah.
You have to be in the community, so you have to have a center in the community.
Okay,
You
so
know.
Play4, the number 4, purpose.ca
That's
is the
right.
website. And now, so we have this track. Now, what is this track that we're listening to right now?
It's a
What is it?
U.S.-Canadian collaboration.
I'm
That's
so
right.
proud of that. Yes.
It's called Fly Away.
Wow.
You know, Mike Rome, myself, Rosanne Howell, and Michelle
Mondesir.
on it, and we're all putting our take. To me, the song just encompasses all that we're
What
doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
So-
great.
That sounds beautiful.
Okay,
Oh, and
awesome.
don't forget, we have 2 complimentary
Oh,
tickets
yes.
Right.
Yep,
to
that's
give away.
right.
So
So we're going to ask people to email us here at contact us at thatchannel.com if they want to get these. You got till October the 4th. We'll give them away to the first
October
people that want
4th?
them. Sorry, August the 10th.
August 10th.
I always get October the 4th and August the 10th
October
mixed
the
up.
4th, just, you know.
They can put it in their scrapbook.
No. Wow.
Okay, guys,
I
thanks
think there's
for
something in
doing
this
this.
water.
And
Thanks
we'd
for
like
having
to
us.
hear about future endeavors that you're involved with. So please keep us up to date.
absolutely.
For sure.
And
Thank you
we'd
guys.
love to have you back. So,
It's an honor.
yeah.
Thank you.
So let's watch the video, and we will come back. We got Rob Schomer here. We're
Watch
going to talk about entrepreneurs and helping.
You know,
help
I think
entrepreneurs.
the theme of today is purpose.
Purpose.
Perfect.
Yes.
I like that. Nice.
Having purpose.
Okay, so here's Fly Away, and we'll be right back here
Can't
on
wait
the
to see
Relax.
this.
Well, it's a song.
You don't
I
see
know.
it, you hear it.
I want to.
It's just a song.
Best way to get is to give it away, give it away. And once you give, you learn what you gain, you gain. Shaping all the twists and turnings, processing the things you're learning, facing all the toils and trials, you'll know you're on your way. As we grow, we make new goals, new goals. Even though the road seems long, you feel so all alone. As long as we are on our journey, one day you can tell your story. Write each other, yeah. Positive thinking makes a change, a change. Together we make a stand, we don't